Cancer, if you are hearing this message today, August 20th, 2026, there is a reason this message may have found you at this particular moment. Something inside you has been asking for clarity, even if you have not said it out loud. You may have been carrying emotions that you rarely show to other people. You smile, you continue with your responsibilities, you take care of those around you, and yet there may be a quiet part of your heart that feels tired from always having to be strong. Today is different. Today asks you to turn your attention inward and finally acknowledge what your heart has been trying to tell you. Cancer, you feel things deeply. When you love someone, you don't love halfway. When you care about your family, you often put their needs before your own. When someone hurts you, you may forgive them, but that does not mean you immediately forget how the experience made you feel. You have a powerful emotional memory, and sometimes the past can remain present in your mind long after the situation itself has ended. Today, you are being invited to release some of that emotional weight. Not because what happened didn't matter, but because your future deserves to be lived without constantly carrying the burden of yesterday. There may be old hurts connected with relationships, family experiences, disappointments, or moments when you felt misunderstood. Perhaps there was a time when you gave someone your trust and they didn't protect it. Perhaps you waited for an apology that never came. Perhaps you sacrificed something important for someone else and later wondered whether they even appreciated what you had done. Cancer, you don't have to deny any of that. Your feelings are real. But today, you are being reminded that healing does not always come from receiving the apology you wanted. Sometimes healing begins when you stop waiting for someone else to give you permission to move forward. Take some quiet time today. Listen to calming music, breathe deeply, sit somewhere peaceful, or simply close your eyes for a few minutes and allow your thoughts to settle. You may notice emotions appearing that you normally keep hidden. Don't judge yourself for feeling them. Let them rise, understand them, and allow them to pass. You are not weak because something still affects you. You are human, and healing is a process. As you release some of this emotional pressure, your energy begins to change. You may become more confident about decisions that recently confused you. You may suddenly understand what you actually want instead of what other people expect from you. This is important because there may be several choices surrounding you today. One option may offer comfort and familiarity, while another may require you to step into something new. Your instinct may be to protect yourself by choosing what feels safest. Cancer, there is nothing wrong with valuing security. But ask yourself whether you are choosing something because it is genuinely right for you or because you are afraid of what could happen if you choose differently. Sometimes the safest looking path keeps us in the same emotional cycle. Today, your intuition is asking you to consider the possibility that change can also bring protection, growth, and happiness. Don't settle for something simply because you are afraid of losing it. You deserve relationships, opportunities, and experiences that recognize your value. You should not have to constantly prove that you are worthy of being appreciated. The right people will not require you to abandon yourself just to keep them close. This message is especially strong around love. If you have been thinking about someone, you may be wondering whether they feel the same way you do. You may be trying to interpret their silence, their behavior, or their distance. Cancer, don't exhaust your heart trying to decode someone who refuses to communicate clearly. Genuine connection requires honesty from both sides. If someone from your past returns to your thoughts or attempts to reconnect, take your time. Don't allow nostalgia to make the decision for you. Ask yourself what has changed. Has the person changed? Have you changed? Would this connection bring peace into your life? Or would it reopen the same emotional wounds? A second chance can be meaningful when both people have grown, but repeating an old pattern simply because it feels familiar will not create a different result. Imagine a shooting star crossing the night sky. Let that light represent the part of your life where you most want to see improvement. Perhaps you want love, financial stability, success in your career or studies, stronger family relationships, or simply peace within yourself. Instead of focusing only on what is missing, allow yourself to recognize the blessings that are already present. Gratitude does not mean you stop wanting more. It means you learn to appreciate where you are while continuing toward where you want to go. Cancer, your future is not controlled by the painful moments of your past. You are allowed to create a different life. You are allowed to change your boundaries. You are allowed to say no. You are allowed to stop explaining yourself to people who have already decided not to understand you. And you are allowed to open your heart again when you feel ready. Before we continue, remember that this is a general reading, and not every part of it will necessarily describe your exact circumstances. Some parts may feel incredibly close to your reality, while others may not resonate with you at all. Take what speaks to your heart and leave the rest peacefully. Your own intuition and personal experience should always guide you. If this message is already resonating with you, support the channel with a like and stay until the end, because there are important messages ahead concerning love, money, work, family, personal energy, and your future. The numbers connected with your energy today are 28 and 75. Keep them in mind because they may become meaningful through an unexpected conversation, opportunity, or simple coincidence. Your supportive color today is light blue, bringing calmness, emotional clarity, and a softer state of mind. Whenever you feel overwhelmed, allow yourself to slow down and remember that you don't have to solve your entire life in one day. There is also a powerful reminder surrounding time today. Cancer, you often understand the importance of family better than most people. You know that moments shared with loved ones are precious, and today encourages you not to postpone the conversations that matter. If there is someone you love, show them. If you have been distant from a family member, consider reaching out when the time feels right. If someone deserves an apology, appreciation, or kind word, don't assume there will always be another opportunity. A younger person may also approach you today looking for advice or guidance. You may not realize how much your words can influence someone who sees you as a source of comfort. You don't need to have every answer. Your own experiences have already taught you lessons that may help someone else find their way. Speak from honesty rather than superiority, and your words can become a source of encouragement. You are also entering a period of greater clarity. Situations that once seemed complicated may begin to reveal their true meaning. You may recognize someone's intentions more clearly. You may understand why a certain opportunity disappeared. You may even realize that something you once desperately wanted was not actually good for you. This clarity can be emotional, but it is also freeing. Sometimes the truth hurts for a moment, but confusion can hurt for much longer. Today, allow yourself to see situations as they are rather than as you hoped they would be. Justice is also present around you, suggesting that something that felt unfair may gradually move toward balance. You don't need to chase revenge or prove that you were right. Let your actions speak. Let time reveal what needs to be revealed. Your peace is more valuable than winning an argument. The star appears as a powerful symbol in your reading, bringing healing, hope, renewal, and faith. Cancer, you may have recently questioned whether something you deeply wanted would ever happen. Perhaps you became tired of waiting or began to wonder whether you should stop believing in the possibility altogether. The star reminds you that delays do not automatically mean denial. There are still possibilities ahead. You may begin noticing small signs that your emotional life is changing. You may feel lighter. You may become more open to meeting people. You may feel inspired to return to a dream you had abandoned. Or you may simply wake up one day and realize that the thing that once consumed your thoughts no longer has the same power. That is healing. The Ace of Cups brings a beautiful emotional beginning into your reading. For some Cancer individuals, this may represent a new relationship. For others, it may represent reconciliation, forgiveness, a heartfelt conversation, or a renewed connection with someone important. It can also represent something even deeper, finally becoming emotionally available to yourself. You spend so much time caring for other people that you may sometimes forget to ask what you need. Today, ask yourself that question. What would make you feel genuinely supported? What kind of relationship would bring you peace? What kind of life would allow you to feel safe while still growing? The Emperor brings structure and stability. Cancer, your emotional nature is one of your greatest strengths, but emotions need healthy boundaries. You don't have to respond immediately to every feeling. You don't have to fix every problem. You don't have to carry everyone else's responsibilities. Build stronger boundaries around your energy. If someone repeatedly takes from you without giving anything back, notice it. If a situation constantly leaves you emotionally exhausted, pay attention. Protecting your peace is not selfish. It is necessary for your growth. The Six of Wands then brings recognition and progress. Something you have been working toward may finally receive attention. Your efforts may be noticed by family members, friends, teachers, colleagues, or people who have been quietly observing your progress. But the greatest victory may be internal. You may finally recognize how much you have survived and how much stronger you have become. You don't need everyone to understand your journey for your progress to be real. The Ace of Wands adds fresh motivation and creative energy. You may suddenly feel inspired to begin something new. Perhaps you want to change your routine, learn a skill, start a project, improve your studies, or work toward a personal goal. Follow that spark, but don't overwhelm yourself by trying to change everything at once. When it comes to your well-being, listen carefully to your body and your emotions. If you feel tired, allow yourself to rest. If something about your health concerns you, talk to a trusted adult or an appropriate professional rather than letting fear grow silently. Taking care of yourself is an act of self-respect. In work, school, or your future career, today encourages you to expand your knowledge. Don't be afraid to try a new method or explore something outside your usual routine. You may discover that you have abilities you haven't fully recognized yet. A book, course, training opportunity, or new experience could eventually become more important than you expect. Financially, the energy around you is encouraging, but patience remains important. There may be opportunities connected with work, creative ideas, or future projects. However, don't allow excitement to push you into careless decisions. Think about stability. Consider the long-term result. If there have been financial misunderstandings or burdens around you, they may gradually become easier to manage as you gain greater clarity. Your intuition can help you recognize the difference between a genuine opportunity and something that only looks attractive on the surface. Trust yourself, but also take time to think carefully before making important financial decisions. In love, communication is everything today. If you are in a relationship, don't keep your emotions hidden simply because you are afraid of creating tension. You can be honest without being harsh. You can explain your feelings without blaming the other person. Sometimes one sincere conversation can prevent months of emotional distance. If you are single, don't make your relationship status a measurement of your worth. Your life is not waiting to begin. You are already living it. Spend time doing things that make you feel connected to yourself. Meet people naturally. Laugh, learn, explore. Allow yourself to enjoy the present rather than constantly wondering when someone will arrive. If you have been more social lately, take advantage of that energy. Try something different. Accept an invitation when it feels comfortable. A new environment could introduce you to people who share your interests and values. If your goal is to find a stable and meaningful relationship, being open to new experiences can create opportunities naturally. Family relationships receive particularly gentle energy today. A misunderstanding may begin to soften. Someone may finally be ready to speak honestly. Your ability to listen with compassion can help restore a connection that has felt distant. Cancer, your home and family often hold a special place in your heart. But remember that you don't have to be the person who fixes everything. Sometimes simply being present is enough. Your energy may fluctuate today. You may begin the day feeling emotionally heavy and gradually become more energetic as the day progresses. Don't demand more from yourself than you can give. Some days require action, while others require rest and reflection. Today asks you to find a balance between the two. There is also a beautiful message surrounding memories. Something from your past may come back to your mind, but instead of causing pain, it may bring a strange sense of comfort. You may realize how much you have changed since that time. You can remember someone without needing them back. You can appreciate a chapter without reopening it. You can honor your history while still choosing a different future. Be consistent with yourself today. Let your actions match your words. Don't promise things you cannot deliver, and don't pretend to be someone you are not simply to keep other people happy. When you live honestly, you become much stronger emotionally. Take some time to organize your inner world. Ask yourself what you truly want from the next chapter. Which relationships deserve more attention? Which habits are draining you? Which dreams still matter? The clearer you become inside, the easier it becomes to create the life you want outside. If you attend a social event today, enjoy yourself, but remember moderation. Pay attention to your surroundings and give your mind regular breaks from screens and constant information. Sometimes the most productive thing you can do is disconnect for a while and return with a clearer mind. For students, there may be encouraging possibilities ahead involving education, scholarships, exchanges, new destinations, or a change in direction. Your previous effort matters. Every challenge you have overcome has added something to your story. If one plan doesn't work exactly as expected, don't immediately call it failure. Sometimes life redirects you toward something stronger. Now let's look at today's compatibility energy. Aquarius may bring a surprising sense of connection and fresh perspective. Someone with Aquarius energy may help you see a situation differently or encourage you to think beyond your usual emotional patterns. Taurus can bring stability and understanding. With Taurus energy, you may feel that your need for loyalty and consistency is easier to understand. And Sagittarius may bring support when you least expect it. Someone connected with Sagittarius energy could become an encouraging presence or offer help at an important moment. Cancer, as we come to the end of today's message, remember the most important thing. You don't have to carry everything alone. You have spent a long time protecting your heart, protecting the people you love, and trying to keep everything together. But your life is not meant to be a constant exercise in survival. You deserve moments of peace. You deserve genuine connection. You deserve opportunities that don't require you to abandon yourself. Your past may have shaped your sensitivity, but it does not have to control your future. You are allowed to heal. You are allowed to establish boundaries. You are allowed to choose yourself without feeling guilty. You are allowed to believe that something beautiful can still enter your life. Today, choose clarity over confusion, peace over unnecessary conflict, and self-respect over settling. Pay attention to the small signs around you. A conversation, a new idea, an unexpected opportunity, or simply a feeling of calm inside your heart may be telling you that your life is beginning to move in a new direction. If this message resonated with you, support the channel with a like and subscribe for more daily readings and predictions. Take a deep breath, Cancer, and remember that you don't need to know exactly how your entire story will unfold. You only need to trust yourself enough to take the next step. The chapter ahead is still unwritten, and this time you have the wisdom to write it differently.